They won't always tell you what they feel, but you'll see it. In the pause between their words, the glance that lasts a second too long, the smile that says, "What was that?" Most people think attraction is about looks, charm, or confidence. But real chemistry, the kind that stays in the back of someone's mind, is psychological. It's subtle, and when done right, it's unforgettable. Today, we're breaking down 9 subtle psychological triggers that make a woman feel something she can't explain. This isn't manipulation. It's emotional intelligence, the art of connecting beyond words. Welcome to the Stoic Relation, where we explore the science and psychology behind human connection. 1. Hold her gaze a second too long. Eye contact isn't just about confidence, it's about presence. When you hold someone's gaze for a second longer than expected, something psychological happens. Their brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone linked to bonding and trust. But the key here isn't to stare, it's to be aware. Look at her the way a calm man observes a sunset, steady, unhurried, without needing to possess it. That energy says, "I see you," without saying a word. Most men break eye contact too soon. They fear discomfort. But that small moment of stillness, that silent communication, triggers curiosity, because silence makes space for chemistry. It's not about dominance. It's about emotional grounding. When you're comfortable in stillness, you make her comfortable in uncertainty. And that's when she begins to feel. 2. Say her name like it means something. People underestimate the emotional power of hearing their own name. In psychology, it's known as the name effect. When someone says your name with calm confidence, it activates regions in the brain linked to identity and affection. So when you say her name, don't rush it. Don't throw it between sentences like filler. Say it slowly, intentionally, like you're speaking to someone who matters. The sound of her name from your lips should carry weight, not noise, not flirtation, not exaggeration, just presence. And when you say it at the right time, perhaps during a serious conversation or right before a goodbye, her subconscious registers something deeper. Recognition. You saw her as an individual, not just a woman. 3. Notice the unnoticed. Real attraction isn't built on what everyone sees. It's built on what only you notice. Complimenting physical beauty is easy, but complimenting subtle behavior shows perception. Maybe it's how her tone softens when she talks about her family. Maybe it's how her laugh changes when she's genuinely happy. When you recognize the small things, you're telling her subconscious, "I'm paying attention." From a psychological standpoint, this taps into what's known as selective validation. When a person feels seen for their nuances, their emotional brain releases dopamine, a feeling of reward, trust, and intimacy. So stop chasing attention. Start mastering observation. In a noisy world, presence is rare, and rarity creates value. 4. Speak slower when it gets personal. Most people speak fast when emotions rise. But emotional intelligence shows in how slowly you respond. When things get personal, when she's vulnerable, emotional, or open, slow your tone. Drop your voice slightly. Why? Because the brain associates slower speech with authority, safety, and calm. It's called paralinguistic attraction, the power of tone over words. When your pace slows, her emotional rhythm adjusts. She starts to mirror you. Her breathing slows, her guard drops. You don't have to say much to create connection. You just have to mean what you say. 5. Tease her without trying. Teasing is the art of light polarity, mixing playfulness with restraint. You're not mocking. You're not proving anything. You're simply unbothered, grounded enough to play without performing. The psychology behind it? Cognitive tension. When someone can't predict your next move, when they feel both amused and intrigued, their brain releases adrenaline and dopamine simultaneously. That combination feels like attraction. The goal isn't to control her emotions. It's to create emotional contrast. Calm, playful, calm again. That unpredictability makes her feel alive. 6. Remember what she forgot she told you. When you bring up something small she mentioned weeks ago, her favorite song, her friend's dog, her childhood dream, you trigger nostalgic recall. It's a psychological phenomenon that connects memory to emotion. Most people listen to reply. Few listen to remember. When you recall the details, you show emotional presence, proof that you value her beyond surface conversation. Every human being craves that validation. You remembered me. It's not about impressing. It's about showing you listen with intent. 7. Stand close enough to feel, not touch. Proximity is power. When you stand close enough to be felt, but not touched, you activate the body's natural awareness system. Her nervous system becomes alert, not alarmed. Curious, not cautious. That invisible space is magnetic. It creates anticipation. And anticipation is the essence of attraction. You don't have to cross boundaries to create connection. The Stoic man understands restraint. He knows that energy often speaks louder than words or touch. 8. Make her laugh without trying too hard. Laughter is psychological disarmament. It lowers defenses, releases endorphins, and builds emotional synchronization. But the secret isn't to try to be funny. It's to be relaxed enough that your natural humor shows. Forced humor creates pressure. Calm humor creates ease. When she laughs because she feels safe around you, that's attraction built on trust, not performance. 9. Stay calm when she tests you. Every woman will test your emotional stability, consciously or not. Not because she's cruel, but because safety is her subconscious priority. When she questions you, challenges you, or withdraws emotionally, she's checking for consistency. A Stoic man doesn't react with ego. He responds with composure. That calmness triggers a feeling of security and respect. Because emotional control isn't cold, it's confidence in silence. Remember, attraction without respect fades. Respect without calm never starts. Conclusion: these 9 behaviors aren't tricks, they're disciplines. They turn emotional chaos into chemistry with clarity. Because real attraction isn't manipulation. It's presence, awareness, and restraint. Be the man who understands psychology, but lives with empathy. Be the woman who values calm over chaos. That's what the Stoic Relation stands for. Emotional mastery in a distracted world. If this resonated with you, subscribe, leave a comment below, and share your perspective. Let's redefine attraction, not as a game but as a practice.